Welcome back to another video. It is Friday morning, January 10th. I should be on my way to hunting. Actually, I should have left last night, but with all this rain going through the southern United States right now, flooding and some very bad winds, some people even have some foreign kind of weird white stuff coming out the ground, out the sky, just a little north of us. We stayed in this morning, and then we're going to leave in a little bit. I wanted to get this video done. I didn't want it to wait till Sunday night or Monday when I get back. Last night we had a live. It went very well. I think everybody who attended, and normally every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, I have a live, and it's getting more and more well attended. I might even start doing more of them because I actually did one Wednesday night at the last minute, and it was pretty well attended. So it's just a couple of things that what I like about my lives is I don't sit here and put a certain agenda on it. We just kind of start talking about something and people bring up different subjects and we talk about it. So thank you all for who joined. But one subject that came up last night over and over was Soarchain. Soarchain made some drastic changes and some people are not happy about it. So we're going to go over that. So let's get to it. So if you're in the Soarchain project at all, it might have caught you by surprise. Hey, it caught me by surprise. And I'm in their Discord. And that's what one of the first complaints a lot of people complained about is even if you were in the Discord, you didn't have an idea that this was coming. We kind of all had this general idea that they would change some of the tokenomics just a little bit as far as being rewards or getting rewards while your vehicle was parked. But, I'm going to discuss that in a minute. But the biggest thing was that Soarchain sees nothing wrong with what they did because they mentioned it a while back in the AMA. Well, for me, I have a 8 to 4, 9 to 5 job, whatever you want to call it, Monday through Friday. Y'all know I'm like really 200% behind Wingbits, and I can't even catch their AMAs if they're during the day sometimes. So a lot of people can't catch AMAs, dial into AMAs, sit here and watch 30-minute or an hour AMAs. They make announcements about all kinds of other stuff. There should have been an announcement preparing people for this. But I think personally, this is just my opinion. Maybe I'm as usual. I mean, maybe I'm as negative as usual, but I think they purposely didn't put this out there because they knew that this is the kind of feedback they were going to get. So let's take a look at what changed. So in the announcements page, they had kind of one paragraph. Soarchain protocol update, enhanced data valuation algorithm reward system has been updated to focus on more high quality data. This ensures contributors providing valuable data rewarded more fairly. Yeah, we can argue about that in a minute. Read the full details here. And basically what happens is, y'all know I always joke that I failed college math. So who's really sitting here doing this? It is what it is. I guess they're trying to be transparent or something. But basically what it boils down to now is that while your vehicle is driving, and again, this has been since I have been in this project for about a year now, and it's always been like this, but you have to tether your phone. At first it was to Wi-Fi tethering at first, or it was now you can do Bluetooth if you wish. I've tried Bluetooth several times, even after the updates, and my Bluetooth, even while I'm sitting in my vehicle, won't stay connected longer than 45 minutes or an hour on long drives. I gave up on it. I was losing rewards, especially now with this new change. So I keep Wi-Fi tethering on. Wi-Fi tethering, when I bring my phone in my house and my vehicle's parked, halfway through my house, it stayed connected. I don't see a big deal with that. It's trying to also measure the use of a vehicle. And if the vehicle's parked, it's parked. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all and say I didn't see there was an issue. There wasn't an issue with that because who wants to pay for that as a customer? I understand that, but when you look at what the token currently is worth, and look, I understand the market's down a little bit, so we can even use pretend numbers of 5x the number from now. And listen, I also want to say this too. Let me preface with this: every project has cheerleaders, fanboys, whatever you want to call them, fangirls, I won't assume your gender, into Discords where, look, Helium started with them. Wingbits had them to a point. Even D-Fly, y'all know I hate even talking about that project, but they still had their to the very end. They still had their fanboys. If you knocked anything at all, they come to their rescue. Demo's got them. You know, I can see and go down a chart. And Soarchain has them too, because we're trying to discuss this and these issues. And there's a lot of people. This isn't me just being grumpy. There's a lot of people who are complaining about this same thing. And you got your little fanboys in there with their pom-poms. I used to say with Helium, y'all act like y'all going to get some kind of bonus rewards now for being their defender. Let them defend it. They're the ones that made the decision. You don't need to defend it. So you found out the people in Soarchain Discord who were defending this also have a fleet of vehicles that's always running. Well, of course you're not complaining. But if we want to be honest here, majority of the people who drive this probably go back and forth to work an average of an hour each way. Some are less, some are more. It takes me 30, 40 minutes to get to work, 30, 40 minutes to get back. But what has happened now is that rewards have been slashed if your vehicle is parked. I don't know the exact number. I wasn't even in the mood to go and research it because I saw what it was on my phone, but it's like 0.1 an hour or something like that now, which is basically like a penny, literally. It's 0.017 if you go off the current price. And I don't even know what the current price is currently right now, but I'll be happy to go look at it. So right now the price is it had a little bit of surge in the last day. So it's at 0.019. So you're making almost 2 cents an hour. If I'm thinking about that right. When you're driving, you're making about a token every 10 minutes. It basically boils down to 240 tokens in a day if you drove nonstop 24 hours. But my point is, the person who's driving now, if you'll follow me, and I'm sorry that there's not a more entertaining way I can put this, but if the person who's driving now, if they drive an hour to work, they made 17 cents. They drove an hour back, they made another 17 cents, or in this case, 19 cents or 20 cents. And that's about it. Your average person is not driving all over the place. Now, if you live in Vegas or Los Angeles and you're stuck in traffic for 2 hours every day, maybe so. But again, I'm asking people to look at what the average. I wish Silencio would be. I'm not sorry. I'm reading Silencio on my screen. I wish that Soarchain would come out and say, this is what the average driver is driving with our device. Because I'm sure they have some fleets out there. We know the guy who was pom-pomming yesterday defending Soarchain had a fleet. And we all said, of course that you're not upset. Because you always got somebody driving one of your vehicles. So you're making out like a fat cat compared to the rest of us. But the whole deal about passive income is the term income. And look, for some people, they don't mind making 17 cents a day making passive income. Some people want to make $1 plus a day. Some people want to make more than that. But it also comes down to is the PITA, if y'all know that term, the pain and the you know what. To me, that's on a sliding scale of what I'm getting paid. If you think people are going to go through the tethering and making sure things connected for a 17-cent drive, I think some of y'all are fooling yourselves. And look, and right now they might still be doing it. And they might come on here and say, I'm still doing it. Well, that's fine. Congratulations. Don't even worry about leaving a comment. But after a while, I got a feeling that they're not going to keep doing that. You know, I was a very big Soarchain proponent. And it wasn't because I was making $3 or $4 off of somebody using my code. I pushed my code because I looked at it as, hey, if you're going to buy the device anyway, why not save 10%? Same thing with these right here. You're going to buy one. So why not use a code to get 10% off? And the same thing with Soarchain. And I told people at the time, Soarchain, you could ROI in a Soarchain device in less than 20 days. You know, with Demo, your Demo device only has to be connected once per week. It has to hit a helium miner once per week, and they're giving you full rewards. So what data are they getting? And they've been successful. Hey, their rewards suck right now, but it ain't got nothing to do with the project itself. That's got to do with either the tokenomics or the absence of liquidity into it or whatever. We can analyze that some other video. But To me, if Soarchain is going to cut the rewards like this so bad, they need to at least increase or up the rewards while driving. And I hope some of y'all stayed in this video long enough to realize that that's what the whole point I was getting at is listen, you want to cut rewards while parking? Yes, I can somewhat understand that to a point. But if you want, this is the Soarchain people, to the Soarchain company project. I'm talking to y'all right now. If you want people to stay in this project, you're going to have to compensate them. You're going to have to reward them. Or they're just not going to worry about it. The thing's going to get taken out the OB2 port and thrown in a glove box and never be looked at again. They're not going to keep doing this for 17 cents or 20 cents if they drive an hour. Think if they only drive in 30 minutes to an hour. Now, listen, understand, some people can be driving 5, 6, 7 hours. Hey, I'm about to go on a trip right now, like I told you, to my hunting lease. That's a 2.5 hour drive, plus driving around slowly through all the hunting leases and the stands we got. Yes, I might get 35 plus 8, 42, 43 cents on a 2.5 hour drive. Is that not absurd to a point? So again, if you're gonna cut drastically, I just think it's too drastic of a cut, too drastic of a change. You have people who still just bought these devices, trying to ROI on them and stuff. You know, and look, this isn't just me. This isn't just Grumpy. I have gotten countless emails, Discord private messages, messages on my videos, messages on my short I made yesterday. This is a lot of people saying that. So trust me, while you do have the pom-pom girls in Discord saying, what you expected to get paid for your car sitting in your garage? Yeah, I bought a device. But if you want to cut my rewards, that's fine. I can understand that it's not being used. But then if your device can tell when my vehicle is being used or not used, then give me more rewards for using the device to compensate. Now, you have one person who made a comment that I think they did this to stop the bleeding of the price. I don't think that had anything to do with this, because according to them, this has always been the plan. Which, if this has always been the plan, they had no idea what this token price was going to do. So I don't think that has anything to do with it. Yeah, people who are upset on how the airdrop went, or as far as the testnet tokens, you got a 1 to 0.65 rewards. I don't like the way that they treated validators. I have, people who I am acquaintances with, I consider them even friends, that were validators in this project. And when it went to mainnet, they didn't get peep. They kept asking, what's going on? Are we still going to be validating? And they kept saying, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. What do you find out? Soarchain's doing their own staking now through the app. And then talking to the people that I know, they're still being told, we're coming up with a plan for y'all. We're coming up with some kind of plan of what we're going to do, or let y'all validate, stuff like that. So they screwed them. Those people who took the time and equipment and all that to do that before are getting screwed also. If I understand, I don't know if they ever got all their rewards and stuff back. So Soarchain needs to get, they're early enough right now to fix a lot of this stuff. So I hope that they're just not listening to the fanboys who are, I'm so in love with this project because my fleet drives 24/7. And they listen to what majority of the people are saying, is that this was too drastic. Please fix it. You don't want to compensate us while being parked. We understand that, but then compensate us a little bit more on the driving side. And I think that would be, I look at it as a compromise. You don't want to put, you want to pay me 0.1 for having it tethered, then it's not even worth tethering it while it's parked. But then reward more for driving and let it balance out, because making 17 cents or 19 cents or even 20 cents on a 1 hour drive for what majority of the people drive, what the average drive is. I already know what's going to happen. Somebody leave a comment says, I'm driving 5 hours a day, so I'm getting paid $1 a day. Well, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. But for majority of these people, they're not. And if y'all think I'm the minority, then just look around at some of my previous comments and look around the Discord and see the people complaining. This is just like what happened with helium. Helium was giving great rewards, and eventually they got 900 or almost a million devices where rewards go to whatever. And now you have close to 600,000 devices unplugged that people don't care about no more. Don't act like it can't happen in this project. You know, the one good thing about Demo is you can keep it plugged in and never have to deal with it. That's why it's plugged in my wife's vehicle, my son's vehicle. I have a helium device in my backyard. It's on top of a 40, 50-foot tower or 50-foot tower. They can go to work, they can go to school, they can do whatever they got to do around this area. And my helium device picks it up. And I don't have to mess with it. Even though it's only making 17 cents a day or 30 cents a day or whatever it's making when you average it out, it's also hands-free. I don't have to touch it every time I get in the vehicle like I do with Soarchain. So I hope you all stayed around. This video was a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. I apologize. But again, you can go to the Discord, check out what's going on with Soarchain. Hopefully they fix a couple of things with it. I've been a big proponent. I don't want nobody to think I'm just a hater. I pushed Soarchain every Monday. If y'all caught my Monday videos, every Monday I go through all the depend and passive income projects that we're in. I'm looking at adding about 1 or 2 more next week. But check out my Monday videos. But you'll see that I was a proponent of Soarchain. Pushed it on to a lot of people. And I feel bad for them. I'm not going to lie. Nobody saw this coming. If you didn't go to an AMA, which again, people working, you didn't see it. You didn't know about it. But that's it for now. We'll see if something changed. We'll keep up. Make sure y'all join my Twitter X because I am keeping updates about everything going on, including Soarchain. On that, hit the like button if you don't mind. I'm sure some people aren't going to like this video, so I'm sure I'll get some downvotes. Hey, it is what it is. Either way, YouTube looks at it as interactions. So hit the like button if you agree. Hit the like button if you want to see more videos about more projects. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification if you want to keep up with all the stuff I'm always releasing, all these new projects. I'm looking at another new project I had somebody contact me about. So I'm looking at about 3 different projects right now. Hunting season's coming to a close. I'm trying to get some more hunts in, and so I can make videos for my hunting channel and YouTube channel. And then we'll be back at it almost every day making videos again. So thank you all for watching, and see y'all in the next video.